What's up, football fans? It's your boy, EROCK. And yes, it's the football offseason, but the NFL keeps pumping out the headlines. And who the hell needs shows like the Jersey Shore, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, when you've got the best and longest lasting reality show that's ever been made, the NFL. So the Cincinnati Bengals signed Pac-Man Jones to a 2-year deal. Well, isn't this appropriate? Whoa. Isn't this the same team that's been struggling with character issues on their team for the last several years? 1 year in the playoffs and everybody in the Queen City has once again lost their mind. And since when have the Cincinnati Bengals become the Oakland Raiders of the Midwest? Me personally, I don't even understand why this guy's getting a third chance. And this isn't even his second chance. I mean, he blew that load with Dallas, where he did absolutely nothing. No interceptions, 26 tackles, 1 forced fumbles, and yet another suspension by Commissioner Goodell. Actually, this is his 4th chance at playing football. After he was released by the Dallas Cowboys, he actually agreed in principle to play for the CFL team, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. But they took that back after they saw an internet video with an interview of him saying that it wasn't the CFL, the Canadian Football League, but rather the United Football League. Hey, dumbass, Winnipeg's in Canada. You know you got a problem when Canadians think you aren't smart enough to play American football. Furthermore, I don't even understand why the Bengals need him. I mean, I understand that the Cincinnati Bengals starting cornerbacks are both in the last year of their contracts, but the Bengals secondary is not half bad. I mean, Pac-Man Jones wasn't that good when all you people thought he was actually that good. I mean, his best year with the Titans was in 2006. 4 interceptions, 51 tackles, and 4 touchdowns on special teams. But is it really worth the baggage? I mean, I don't care if my defensive backfield was the surviving cast members of the Golden Girls. Or fuck it, the dead ones for that matter. I still wouldn't sign the guy. And keep in mind, this is right after backup wide receiver Marcus Percy gets arrested for a disorderly conduct charge. But in case it doesn't work out with him, they also signed wide receiver Matt Jones in February. You remember this guy, right? Guy out of Arkansas, played quarterback, played wide receiver with Jacksonville, had a little fondness for the white stuff. You know what I mean. Way to go, Cincinnati. So Pac-Man, instead of making it rain this time for some strippers that can make their booty go like this, how about this time you make it rain and recycle some of that money back into a community that's been hit hard by the recession? What would Jesus do? That's all I'm trying to say. Well, Jamarcus Russell got cut by the Raiders. Anybody surprised? Anybody? Nobody? Didn't think so. He also cleared waivers. Anybody surprised? Nobody? Alright then. And so far, there hasn't been one franchise that's been interested in signing this former 1st overall pick. Surprised? Anybody? Moving on. Dear Jamarcus, thanks for taking over the #1 draft bust spot of all time. Yours truly, Ryan Leaf. Lawrence Taylor, Hall of Fame linebacker and New York Giants legend, has been arrested for soliciting a prostitute and sexually assaulting a 16-year-old girl. 16 years old. The man who made his living terrorizing NFL quarterbacks is now terrorizing Girl Scout troops. No, you know what? That's not what happened, and I'll tell you what happened because I think LT got a bad rap. The man goes to the Holiday Inn, pays $300 for a 19-year-old girl, and instead gets a 16-year-old girl and a set of cuffs slapped on his wrist. He was flim-flammed. He was bamboozled. The man was hoodwinked. Let me tell you something. When you spend $300 of your hard-earned money for a barely legal 19-year-old prostitute and instead get a 16-year-old prostitute who's an emotional wreck because his pimp threatened her life if she didn't go, that's bullshit! Right, guys? Who's with me? Who's with me, right? Am I right or am I wrong? No. No one's with me. I'm wrong. You know why? Because there's no excuse for it. Lawrence Taylor, what are you doing in a skeevy-ass Holiday Inn paying $300, paying money for sex? You're rich. You're famous. How hard could it possibly be to get some legitimate punani? You're a Hall of Fame linebacker. You were on the 75th anniversary team. 10 Pro Bowls. You were the 1986 NFL MVP, for God's sakes. And that's just his football career. I mean, the guy's been on TV, Dancing with the Stars. The guy's been on commercials. I mean, you've seen him in the Nutrisystem ads. My guy's looking thin. My guy's looking fit. He's looking good. And you're half a movie star. You were in Any Given Sunday. Doesn't being in a movie get you laid anymore? You know who else was in Any Given Sunday? Jamie Foxx. And you don't see him having to go around paying for sex, do you? No, because he gets it for free. And blames it on the alcohol, baby. Come on, man. You've done such a good job repairing that image that you damn near destroyed in the 90s. Why do you have to now go and do something like this? Dear Mr. Taylor, thanks for taking the heat off of me, Ben Roethlisberger. Brian Cushing, linebacker for the Houston Texans, has been suspended for the first 4 games of next year for violating the league's substance abuse policy. Cushing, last year's Defensive Rookie of the Year, tested positive for a non-steroid, yet banned, substance. If it's not steroids, then what's the problem? Now look at him. Does this look like the face of a man that needs performance-enhancing drugs? I'm leaving it up to you guys. The best caption for that photo gets featured in the next NFL News and Nonsense segment. Leave your captions in the comments below. LP Field, home of the Tennessee Flaming Thumbtacks, has spent the last couple days underwater. What is this, God's way of slowing down Chris Johnson? Don't worry. No flood jokes here. That should stop being funny after Katrina hit. But on a more positive side of things, Vince Young, once booed in the city where he now calls himself the starting quarterback, is helping raise money for the greater Nashville community. A $100 donation gets you a signed autographed Pro Bowl picture of Vince Young, plus a 2010 Rebuild t-shirt. Listen, in all seriousness, it's a great cause. And here's the website right down here, and I'm going to put the address for donations in the info section of this video. See, Lawrence Taylor, $300 could have gotten you 3 signed photos by Vince Young and 3 t-shirts, which could have gone to needy underage girls forced into prostitution. Again, what would Jesus do? That's all I'm saying. On a side note, I am proud to announce that EaglesFanNation.com is now loaded and ready to go. If you're an Eagles fan and still haven't signed up for this site, I don't know what you're waiting for. In-depth analysis, pre-game and post-game reports, message boards, customizable photo galleries, a new way to connect to Eagles fans all across the nation. It's something that my man Justin, also known as Eagles Fan Nation on YouTube, has worked on. If you haven't subscribed to his videos yet, I certainly recommend that you do. And it's a new way for Eagles video makers on YouTube to chat and communicate with one another. Draft news, free agency news, game day news. If you haven't done so yet, I strongly recommend that you go ahead and visit EaglesFanNation.com. It's a website that me and Justin have been working very hard on, and it's going to revolutionize the way the Eagles fans connect. Until then, football fans, leave your comments, save your captions for the Brian Cushing photo, and I will see you next time on EROCK's NFL News and Nonsense.